In The Myth of Sisyphus from 1942, Albert Camus describes how the absurd man refuses to flee into religion or science to quell the feeling of absurdity. Instead, the absurd man recognizes and confronts the absurdity of existence by drawing three consequences for his life conduct. The first consequence of the absurd is man's eternal rebellion. Camus stresses that we do not know if this world has any meaning other than simply existing, but we do know that we do not know of such meaning, and that, so far at least, it is not possible for us to know such meaning. What good is a meaning that lies outside of our perception, asks Camus. All we know is that we cannot combine the two things we experience with absolute certainty. On the one hand, our yearning for the absolute and unity, and on the other hand, the impossibility of reducing the world to one all-encompassing rational principle. In other words, it is our common sense that puts us at odds with the entirety of creation. The conflict grows out of our minds, and if we want to keep the conflict alive, we must do so by constantly and tirelessly rebelling against it with a tense and alert consciousness. This alert consciousness is the rebellion. The rebellion against the absurdity of existence is what gives life its true value. In the same way a danger offers man a chance to confront it now or never, so the metaphysical rebellion offers man a chance to be conscious about everything he does. When rebelling, Camus says, man stands face to face with himself. The second consequence of the absurd is freedom. When man discovers that he is no longer bound by the idea of meaning, he also realizes that he is no longer bound by any rules. Man is free. Camus encourages us to consider the person sentenced to death as he is escorted from his cell early one morning and heading for the gallows. Notice how he feels every grain of dust underneath his feet, senses every sunbeam, and smells every flower. If we can grasp the intensity with which he holds on to life, then we can begin to understand the passion the fulfillment of existence demands. And so the third consequence of the absurd is passion. One must live as much as possible, that is, with an indifference towards the future and with an eye only for the now and the chain of nows that are registered by a soul that is always conscious. So summing up, the three consequences of the absurd is my revolt, my passion, and my freedom.